Even though today I'm happily engaged to the love of my life, in the past I've been in many failed relationships, all of which have taught me some valuable lessons that I'd like to share with you today. Hello friends, my name is Vas Solo. Welcome to Why Spirit Matters, a channel devoted to exploring spirituality. If you're struggling to find a long-lasting and meaningful relationship, this video is for you.
Who is in my
I think that the most important thing to know before starting any relationship is your own core values, and then finding someone who shares those same values. Values are like the foundation of a house, which keep the entire thing standing. It's what keeps the relationship stable through those difficult times which every relationship goes through. Now, if the foundation is missing or it's weak, there's much more of a chance that the relationship will fall apart. It goes without saying that chemistry is also important. If you share the same values but there's no chemistry, you'll likely just end up being friends.
Harry, we are just going to be friends.
Great, friends. It's the best thing.
But chemistry alone will not sustain the relationship long term. Remember that next time you meet someone and you get those feel-good butterflies. Look deeper underneath those feelings to make sure that your values align. Now, not all values are the same. For example, looking good, having status, wealth. These are superficial values which will form a weak foundation. Because status and wealth can be lost, looks fade with age. There has to be something deeper, stronger than that for the relationship to stand on. For example, you should have a general idea of what you want out of life, whether you want or don't want kids, where you want to live, how you want to live. All of these things are very important. Now, I understand it's not the unrealistic, glamorous version of romance portrayed by Hollywood, but rather a down-to-earth, realistic, and sensible approach that works. I think more parents should teach their kids what being in a relationship actually means, instead of having them learn it from the media, which focuses on the drama and the sex. When sex is only a tiny part of what a relationship is all about. It's much more about two souls forming a deep and intimate bond. It's about sacrifice, compromise, understanding, building a family. Things that help both you and your partner evolve and mature into better human beings. It's a long and difficult journey, so make sure you find someone that you're attracted to and that shares your values before taking that journey with them.
My name is George. I'm unemployed and I live with my parents.
I'm Victoria. Hi.
There's a point in every relationship when two people get comfortable enough with each other to show who they really are. Until then, we're just playing a character, a version of ourselves that we're trying to sell to the other person.
Why, Laura, what a pleasant surprise.
Cute.
But as the facade starts to come down and the infatuation fades, our imperfections reveal themselves. Then the question is, do we have enough in common with this person, and do we love them enough to work through our issues? All of my past relationships failed or went on for too long for one reason. I was dishonest with myself. For example, I'd ignore little problems because I didn't want to deal with them, and instead convince myself that these weren't such a big deal, or that I was being noble by protecting my partner's feelings, which of course made things worse in the long run because the little problems grew into bigger problems and then eventually became huge resentments. And then the relationship was beyond saving.
You think that I nag you?
That's all you do! All you do is nag me!
It's like ignoring a cavity that could be easily fixed and instead letting the whole tooth rot. I'd also get into relationships for the wrong reasons, like sex or convenience. For example, I'd get tired of being single, and so I'd find someone that wasn't necessarily right for me, but that was there right now.
Smile, you're on Janice's camera.
Kill me now!
And then I'd stay in that relationship for far too long because I didn't want to be single again. And then when we eventually broke up, another mistake I'd make is that I'd always blame it on them. It was their fault because of A, B, and C, but it was never mine. Which brings me to my last point. All of our failed relationships should teach us two things: what we want and don't want in a partner, and how we can improve ourselves so we don't end up making the same mistakes again. And I'd say that the latter is more important, because like attracts like. If your track record shows that you constantly get into one bad relationship after another, then maybe it's you. Maybe you're insecure, and so you end up settling for less, or for someone that treats you like crap. And then you excuse it by saying, well, I'm the good-hearted person that gave that person a chance. When in fact, it's more of a selfish reason because you're afraid to be alone. Like I said, look at your track record. This applies to friendships too. I see people posting on Facebook about being backstabbed or unappreciated, but if it keeps happening, you have to ask yourself, why am I attracting these people into my life? For example, the people that get scammed for money. It's not like they're stupid, but they have some sort of inner desire or weakness that allows them to get taken advantage of. They ignore that voice that's saying, don't trust this guy, this is too good to be true.
Fuck the clients. Name of the game, move the money from your client's pocket into your pocket.
Rich older man meets a 20-year-old beautiful girl and convinces himself that she's with him because she loves him. Or woman meets the bad boy with a heart of gold. Sure, he mistreats other people, but he'd never do that to her. These situations usually don't end well. People get scammed, cheated on, used and abused, and the responsibility falls on both individuals. So look at your past relationships, own your mistakes, learn from them, and believe me, you will start to attract healthier and better people into your life. So, to summarize, make sure that you know your core values and find someone that shares those values. Deal with problems right away when they come up in a relationship, and keep working on yourself to become the best possible version of you. That way, you will meet your soulmate instead of ending up with a cellmate. Thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the content, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. I upload one video every Friday talking about the spiritual path and what we can do to live a more meaningful life. Let me know in the comments what you thought about my tips. Do you have any tips of your own? Please share. Thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time.